These 10 fragrances, these are better than what you may think. If you've been sleeping on them, if you haven't tried them out, but you have heard about them and you're on the fence, you're a little bit skeptical, this video may motivate you to go ahead and try these. Because trust me guys, I don't want to lead you in the wrong direction. These are not half bad scents, and really they don't get a whole lot of love in comparison to what you often hear about online. And I know it has been a while, but I'm back. Been very busy lately. A whole bunch of craziness has been going on in the world since I last talked to you guys, and it's only been like 5 days. So yeah, that's great. Hopefully you guys are holding up and doing well. And I'm ready to be back into pumping out videos every single day for you guys to keep you entertained when there's a whole bunch of craziness going on. So 10 fragrances that are better than what you may think. Let's get started. First fragrance up, we have Givenchy Gentleman Only. Yes, Givenchy Gentleman Only. One of my newer fragrance pickups that honestly, you know, I never really even knew it existed. I mean, I probably saw it here and there, and that was about it. You know, I love Givenchy Gentleman EDP, and I especially love Givenchy Gentleman Cologne, but I never gave this one a shot. Again, I didn't really know it existed till recently, and I gotta say, ever since I've recently picked this one up, it's been getting a lot of wearing from me. I've been wearing it quite often, really had a lot of time to experience it and test it, and I can say this fragrance will probably impress you more than you may think. And honestly, the Givenchy Gentleman line is very impressive overall. This one, no exceptions. Don't sleep on this one. Give it a shot. Pick it up from the link down below. And I don't think you'll regret it. Second up, we have Hugo Boss Feel Good Orange. This one is, again, another one that you probably haven't heard too much about. I know for me, I haven't heard of it until just recently as well. A subscriber actually recommended me to try this one, and I did, and I'm impressed. I like it. This, obviously, is going to be an orange-based fragrance. If you don't like the note of orange, then you're going to want to skip this one. Pretty self-explanatory. But it's a very authentic, bright, crisp, and creamy orange. I mean, this stuff, it smells incredible in the air, especially in the opening. The opening is definitely my favorite part. The dry down is good, but it doesn't top the opening. The opening is really what catches your attention, and it's what makes this fragrance worth it. It's very affordable, so you don't have to spend a lot of money to get a nice, authentic, you know, not bad quality orange scent. Hugo Boss Feel Good Orange. Check this one out, guys. If you want something nice for summertime, give this one a shot. Carvin Vetiver. So this is actually a bit of a different vetiver fragrance. You know, when you look at stuff like Tom Ford Grey Vetiver, Roja Parfums Vetiver, you know, there's a few others in my collection that are vetiver based. They share quite a few similarities, but this one's a bit different, and it's not going to be my favorite vetiver fragrance, but it is very good. Now this one has a bit more of a like powdery, somewhat smoky, creamy quality to it. Some people may say kind of has a bit of a churchy incense type of smell. If you've smelled stuff like Homage Jubilation, Bentley for Men Intense, you know, those types of fragrances, people say they're a bit older smelling, kind of churchy, that sort of thing, incense. You kind of get a similar thing here with this one, but I like that because this is different than all of my other vetiver fragrances. So if I'm in the mood for a nice vetiver, but I want something to kind of switch it up, I can go with something like this one. This is another one that's pretty affordable. You can get these Carvin fragrances on discounters anywhere from like $40 to $50, maybe $60, kind of in that price range depending on what it is. Carvin Low Intense is one that I've mentioned in a past video here recently, and this one, Carvin Vetiver, is another one that I've really been enjoying. And again, don't hear this one mentioned or thrown around that much, but if you're after a vetiver scent that is a bit different than all the other ones out there, give this one a shot. Carvin Vetiver. Bulgari Aqua Pour Homme. Yes, the OG Bulgari Aqua. Of course, you guys know I'm a huge fan of Atlantique. I'm a huge fan of Marine. Amara is, you know, kind of okay. I go through phases where sometimes I really like it and I spray it. I'm like, oh, I wish they didn't discontinue this. I wish I would wear mine more. And then I go through phases where I'm like, I don't really want to do anything with it. But Bulgari Aqua, this is what originated that Aqua DNA, so you know, you can't forget about the scent. And I do feel like people do forget about it. You know, Atlantique and Marine kind of get all the attention, but this one, just where it all started, the original Aqua, is very nice. Guys, if you want a nice aquatic fragrance that's also wearable and kind of has some mass appeal to it, don't forget about the OG, Terre de Hermes Eau Très Fraîche. Another one that honestly I love. Not going to be for everyone. You know, really the Terre de Hermes line is a bit different. It utilizes vetiver, but it's a dry, very, very dry vetiver, and also you get a lot of orange. So it's orange, dry vetiver, some spices, kind of. It's something that is not going to be mass pleasing and is not going to be suitable for everyone out there. So, you know, these fragrances are ones where you kind of want to know what your taste is before you dive into them. However, out of the line, Eau Très Fraîche is going to be the most wearable and the easiest to get into. I recommend, if you're wanting to get into the Terre de Hermes line, start out with Eau Très Fraîche. It's very wearable, it's perfect for summer, and while this one does have quite a few people who love it and who praise it, it doesn't get the same amount of attention as some other designer fragrances out there, you know, especially for summertime. I think this stuff is really nice, has something unique about it, and it's a nice presentation as well. So that's Terre de Hermes Eau Très Fraîche. Parfums de Marley Sedley. So, you know, this one, I don't know. This one was kind of off to a rocky start from what I can remember. Like I've said, just recently got into Parfums de Marley. I never really kept up with the whole news, and, you know, when a new fragrance is released, everyone is going crazy, going to smell it. That was never me about Parfums de Marley. I never kept up with them. I just never really had an interest. So I don't know, you know, off the top of my head how this one was received when it first came out, but I want to say it wasn't the most positive. I think there was quite a few people who were kind of leaning in the negative direction with this one, and originally I can see why. You know, you already have Percival. Percival is kind of their take on a blue fragrance, but this one, you know, it's still kind of in the same ballpark, but it is different, and I do think it is nice, and it is worth trying if you want a citrus freshie from Parfums de Marley. You know, between this and Percival, which one is my favorite? That's going to be hard to answer because I like them both. But I will say, Sedley is nice, and if you can swing the money for it and you want something, you know, nice, high quality for summer, you should check this one out. Sean John 3 AM. This one, again, is one of my newer pickups, and it's one that I've really been enjoying. This stuff is great. It's a bit fresh, but it's also kind of sweet and spicy from leather and cardamom. It's honestly pretty unique for what it is, and for the price that it comes in, you can't beat something like this. If you want a cheapie for spring/summer, but realistically can kind of be used for all year round, check this guy out. It's really nice. It's got a nice presentation. It's got a beast mode atomizer like I showed in a previous video. The bottle's kind of reminiscent of Dior Homme Cologne, and also like Dior Homme Sport 2017. It's, you know, tall like this with a cap that is similar to those Dior fragrances, and of course the atomizer. Might as well just show you anyway because I have fun spraying it. Look at that. That's just crazy. So definitely check this one out. Very affordable, very unique as well. Better than you think. The original John Varvatos Artisan. This is the second OG fragrance in this list. Earlier we talked about Bulgari Aqua Pour Homme, and now this one, Artisan. Not Artisan Pure, not Artisan Aqua, not Artisan Blue, not Artisan Black, Artisan. This is where it started, at least for this fresh line of fragrances, and no one talks about it. It's been forgotten, and it's the same with Bulgari Aqua Pour Homme. You know, that fragrance was released, and a bunch of very successful flankers followed it, and then that one just overshadowed. And it's the same thing here. We have Artisan Pure, Artisan Aqua, Artisan Blue, all of these really popular flankers. No love for this one. Check this one out, guys. It's not going to be the best performing like all the others, but it is very pleasing, it's vibrant, it's very fresh, and it's great for summer. Armani Code A-List. This is another one that doesn't get a whole lot of mention, and I don't really know why. It's tonka bean, it's orange, it's creamy, it's fresh, it's also sweet. What more can you ask for? You can get these on discounters for very, very affordable, you know, at least in comparison to Armani Code Profumo and Absolute. Those are going to be kind of your higher dollar Armani Code flankers. You can get this and Colonia on the bit of a cheaper side, of course, along with the original Armani Code. Check out A-List though, really nice. It's kind of the Armani Code DNA, but just a little bit more fresh, a little bit more creamy. It's honestly not bad stuff, and if you like the Armani Code line, you should check this one out too. Last up, we have Hugo Boss Iced. Is this going to be the most unique, mind-blowing thing out there? No. And is it going to be my favorite from Hugo Boss? No. Do I still like this one better? Yes, I do. I still like Reversed better, and this is a fragrance that has been memed, and you know, I've been gotten death threats and all these comments from people because I hype this fragrance up just because I like it. I still do. I still like Hugo Boss Reversed the best, but Hugo Boss Iced is really good. In my opinion, Reversed is going to be more unique, and overall I think it's just a bit of a better DNA, and you know, it has more to the table, but this one is very nice as well, and it's very pleasant. If you are shopping for someone, you know, you want to get someone a fragrance, but you know, you don't really know what they like, and honestly they don't really know what they like if they're not into this sort of thing. They don't know what notes and accords and all that stuff is. This is the type of fragrance that would be great for a gift, and maybe I'll do a video on that. 10 fragrances that you could get for a gift for someone who has no idea about fragrances, because this is the type of thing that really no one will dislike. I mean, you smell this stuff, I don't really think anyone can say that it smells bad. And you know, when you go with stuff more unique, you kind of walk a thin line there. So Hugo Boss Iced, it's affordable, it's mass pleasing, and it smells good to basically everyone. And it's honestly not half bad either. Check this one out if you want something refreshing and crisp for summer. So guys, that was gonna do it for me. That was 10 fragrances that are better than you think. Hopefully you guys like this video. Many more to come. I'm gonna be knocking them out here, so hopefully you guys are ready for it. If you have any ideas or suggestions or requests for other videos you want to see, drop them down below in the comments. That's gonna do it for me, guys. I got my top 10 summer list coming up. I'm gonna be doing a designer and a niche. For my spring, I only did a designer just because typically you guys aren't into the niche very much, but I do want to do a niche summer video for you guys, and I'm probably gonna drop those very close together. The designer one will be first, so make sure you look out for that. It's gonna be a good list. Stay safe out there, guys, especially right now. I mean, it's really getting crazy. We'll see you tomorrow night with another one.